Hey guys, I'm back. Another day, another video. As promised, something special on this one. So I'm busy recording this as I'm uploading today's video. Because I missed out yesterday, I'm going to do two, but I've got a nice little review for you guys. Just getting stuff I should have set up before. Set up now. Okay. So, picked up today this guy, Wismec Luxotic. I don't know how they want it. It's a bottom fed squonker. So, nice little packaging, hard box, can't complain. General shite on the back, keep out of reach of children, standard configuration, so I'm guessing that's what comes in the box. So we got the mod, the RDA, which they are calling a Tobhino, a spare bottle, two, they're calling Clapton 0.18 ohm coils. I'm going to say about that. They're not Claptons, and they... Anyway, get back to that. 1 times cotton, shitty cotton pad. Well, I'll say shitty cotton pad. It might be good. I don't do cotton pads. An 810 top cap. So actually not an 810 top cap. You see, it comes with a... You can actually see. Sorry, I've been holding this damn thing. Take that stupid thing off. You can see it's tiny little. It's got a 510, a little 510 on there. It actually has got an 810 adapter, not an actual 810 drip tip, which I actually ended up on the 810 adapter putting a I had a spare Druger top cap. So definitely has 810, and with this Druger it's going to be nice wide bore. But I'll see how that goes before I see how it vapes on the normal, on the 510, and on the bloody what's his face. User manual, warning cards, spare parts. Now, spare parts, a couple O-rings, screws, screws for the actual mod and for the dripper. And a non-bottom fed pin. These coils, they're aliens. There's definitely the Alien S, and I've already got one fired up, and they're not, as the packaging says, 0.18 ohm coils. They're 0.25, to be perfectly honest. I mean, my bloody Minikin Reborn does not lie. I mean, it might be 0.1 out, maximum 0.2 out, but definitely not going to be from 0.8 to 0.25, and borderline 0.26. There's a bit of a vibe, but to be honest, it's going to be nice little coils to vape on. They seem pretty decent. So underneath where the mod goes, you're going to get your user manuals and shit, and your warning cards and all that bollocks. And this little bad boy at the bottom, we've got cotton underneath, and a spare squonk bottle, and your spares and your adapter and your all that bullshit. Let's come to the mod. Now I got the bluish door. No rattle, no stuff all on that. Clicky button. Not too about the dripper. Decent airflow, must admit. Now this honeycomb at the bottom here, where you take your squonk bottle out of, that's carried through on some of the other panels that you get with a honeycomb panel, with a honey, well, green and a more of a honey color one. Sorry about that lighting. On the back we have Wismec in, would help if I actually turn it the right way around. Wismec, nice big writing. I'm not one to usually go for a silver mod. I like my black mods. I mean, only thing I don't really have in black is excuse me. This was at the time it didn't come in black and orange because it actually looks nice. And one or two other things because I either couldn't get them in black or yeah. So let's go. It doors ruddy tight. I must admit. This is slightly see-through, and you're not going to get the full effect of actually physically holding this up to the light and getting the how the light plays through this thing. It would be nice if they actually put a light behind it. But anyway, I'm getting too much. So I believe this thing has a MOSFET protection because it says it goes at 100 watt max. Input voltage DC 5 volts. Really? Sorry, it's the first time I actually saw that. At least this one comes with a ribbon for your battery. Clear indication, positive, negative. All that protection-y stuff is all hidden behind this with this nice clicky button. And they were able to do this nice clicky button because obviously it's like MOSFET or something of that effect of protection. Juice bottle is one of the harder bottles, but not too bad. But I do like that the honeycomb, very magnetic. Honeycomb bottom thing comes off and your bottle slides out like that. It usually goes further down and slides back on. Get that in place. Little to no leakage. This only goes in one way, and I think I see why. We'll say finish it off better on the one side. Ribbon down. Door. It's magnetic, but it's also a tight fit. There's no rattle at all. Moving on to the dripper. Sorry, this is taking so long. Now they've included this beauty ring and or juice trap on it. Maybe if it was a different color. The actual physical dripper, not very conical, to be perfectly honest. That where the drip tip comes down is actually protruding further. So I don't know how the flavor is going to be on this. I've installed one of the coils, and as I say, they're only at 0.25, so we'll see how it goes. Now I shouldn't have put the coil in, but you're going to see if I can focus. No, I can't. You're going to see inside there where the bottom fed pin actually sits. It's actually raised above the actual juice deck by a good 2 to 3 mils, maybe even more. You're going to get, after squonking, it's going to come up and over, and it's not going to suck anything back because it's already over the lip. And that's going to, you're going to have a buttload of juice in this thing if you over squonk. It's going to be so easy to over squonk this thing. Airflow, 3 holes. What happens to one side happens to the other. Not the greatest looking one, I have to admit. It would be nice if they actually at least came with the cap and the everything that matched your panel. Yeah, it probably matches one of the other panels, but still. I'll give it a try. I honestly don't think I'm going to enjoy this, and I don't think I'm going to actually use this stripper at all, because of just how horrible it looks. But even if I take this off and put that with the Druga on, it looks better. It still looks like the B-ring off. It looks interesting. Airflow is decent. I don't think you're going to get much more airflow out of a wide bore 510. To be honest, a lot of these tanks and stuff, and this is a bit deviating, I know, from my review, but a lot of these tanks and stuff, you look at the airflow and it's huge, but then you look deeper at the airflows on these things and you go, well, you got this huge airflow here, but the air goes in and then it has to go up somewhere, and that somewhere is minute. So what's the point of having this huge slot that even if you cut it down to half, you're still restricted by that place it's got to go up or down or left or right? Yeah, I know drip tips do add to flavor most times, and they ease of and the air going up, and so that the air doesn't circulate and do weird things. But airflow, I mean, they trick you so easily with these huge airflow slots that don't matter. They could halve it, and from there you'll start feeling restriction. Anyway, enough about my rant. I can't wait to whip this thing up and give it a vape. See how the mod performs. See how the tripper performs with the two top caps, and hopefully I'll have something to tell you next time. So until then, keep it cloudy.